Hello, and thanks for tuning in to Far Above Rubies. Today we're taking a look at Psalm chapter 112. We're going to read verse 4 together and talk about the thought, the light. This verse simply says this: the light shines in darkness for the godly. Isn't that just beautiful? The light shines in darkness for the godly. The people of God are a peculiar people. We are a phenomenon unto ourselves to the world around us. The world around us sees us go through trials and storms, through dark days and even dark seasons, and yet we still have hope that we cling to. And for some it baffles them, and for some it inspires them, but we hope and we pray that for all who see us hang on to that hope, that it will point them towards Jesus, that the light that shines in the darkness for us through medical situations, through marital situations, through parenting situations, through financial situations, that our hope that we cling to and the light that shines brightly for us in those dark seasons will always point people to Jesus. That is our prayer. That is our hope. In Exodus chapter 10, verses 21 through 23, we see this beautifully painted picture of what that light shining in darkness looks like. We're going to read those verses together. They say, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Lift your hand toward heaven, and the land of Egypt will be covered with a darkness so thick it can be felt.' So Moses lifted his hand to the sky, and a deep darkness covered the entire land of Egypt for 3 days. During all that time, the people could not see each other, and no one moved." Imagine that. "But there was light as usual where the people of Israel lived." There was light as usual where the people of Israel lived. While this plague of darkness was happening for Egypt, the children of Israel, who were in bondage, who were slaves still in this moment, had light as usual. The light shined in the darkness for the godly. And what a metaphor for what our lives are as followers of Jesus Christ today, that the world around us looks at us when we're going through trials in our lives, and they see that light shining brightly inside of us, lighting up the darkness around us, lighting up darkness that should be enveloping us, darkness that should be controlling us, darkness that should be just covering every part of our heart and minds, and yet we have light. We have light. What is that light for us today? It's nice to say, yes, we have a light, but what is that light? John chapter 1 tells us so incredibly, so elegantly what that light is. I'm going to read verses 9 and 10 for you now. It says, the one who is the true light, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He came into the very world he created, but the world did not recognize him. The one who is the true light, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. John 1, the whole chapter, talks about God robing himself in flesh, becoming one of us, bringing light to the darkness, and that the darkness could not comprehend it. And that's true even today. The darkness cannot comprehend the light of Jesus Christ. Those who live in darkness often cannot comprehend the light that we possess, but it is our job, it is our calling, it is our privilege to be walking, talking billboards, pointing ourselves, pointing our lives, our hope towards Jesus, that everyone around us would look to him. Everyone around us would say, I want what she has. I may not be able to comprehend it. I may not understand what it is that she has, what it is that makes her shine so brightly in this dark place, but I want it. And it gives us an opportunity. It gives us an open door to discuss that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh and lived among us. The one who is the true light, who gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He came into the very world he created, and it did not recognize him. I hope that my life speaks of that light. I hope that my life shines so brightly, even in my darkest hours, even in the things that weigh on me, even in the things that should be consuming me. I pray that the light that is inside me shines so brightly that it sheds light unto the darkness of everyone else I come in contact with. I hope that you'll go and read Psalm chapter 112, but I also challenge you to read John chapter 1. It's an incredible passage that talks about that light coming into this world, coming into my world, coming into your world. Go and read Psalm chapter 112 and John chapter 1 today. And if no one has told you lately, you are loved and you are cherished. And you are valuable. You have beautiful and tremendous worth, my sweet friend, and that worth is far above rubies. Thank you for being here with me today, and I will see you all again tomorrow. God bless you.